ESPN has released their rankings for the best projected starting lineups in 2025, and at number one, we have our Baltimore Ravens, saying that the biggest strength for the team is quarterback with Lamar Jackson, who's been a multi-time All-Pro, multiple-time MVP. You all know the accolades. But also mentioning that Cooper Rush also makes for a solid backup, and I would agree. Then they go on to talk about the biggest weakness for the team, and that is at guard. They go on to say New Year's same weakness for a roster that is otherwise pretty stacked. On the left side, Patrick McCary is out and will be replaced by Andrew Voorhees, maybe Ben Cleveland, or perhaps a rookie. I would assume they're probably referring to Emory Jones Jr., but he's still hurt, so obviously that's going to be some time if that is a possibility. But my assumption for now is Andrew Voorhees is going to be the projected starter at left guard. But then they go on to talk about Daniel Faalele, who returns on the right side after underwhelming as a run blocker and ranking among the worst in the league in run block win rate at 71.8%. As I've said in previous videos, Faalele converting from tackle to guard was definitely a tough transition, especially the first half of last year. He did get a lot better in the second half, but still, there are things to work on. But again, people forget, guy's a 6'8" tackle becoming a guard. That's not the easiest thing to do. And a lot of us, including myself, were quite judgmental early on, and I think we need to give the guy some time, some patience, because the guy's doing his best to make this work. Their X factor for the 2025 season is left tackle Ronnie Stanley, saying this is all about his health. Stanley did miss a game last season, which helped him earn a well-deserved contract, but that doesn't mean the injury risk all went away. When Stanley and Jackson are on the field, the Ravens' offense is awfully hard to beat. Now, yes, we all know Ronnie Stanley's deal with injuries, especially that contract he signed a few years ago where the Friday he signed it, everything was looking great. That Sunday he got hurt and then missed the rest of the season. But like it says above me, did miss a game last season. Hopefully that streak continues and he can stay healthy all throughout 2025. But God forbid he doesn't. I'm pretty confident in the depth that the Ravens have at tackle, at least what we've seen on paper. So if that comes to it and he does get hurt, I'm fairly confident that in previous years where they had other left tackles cover for him. But fingers crossed that doesn't happen. We don't have to worry about that. And then finally, non-starters to know, and that is kicker Tyler Loop. They go on to say the 6th-round rookie showed inconsistent accuracy in his final 2 seasons at Arizona and now has to replace Justin Tucker, the most accurate kicker in NFL history. No pressure. I've already covered this, whether Tyler Loop or John Hoyland will be the starting kicker for this upcoming season, just based on what I've read and what I've listened to from people who are in the building and so on. Tyler Loop does have the advantage because of the fact that he was drafted, but it is what it is. We'll have to deal with that when the time comes. But honestly, I'm very excited for this season, like all of you are. This is one of those seasons where how everything's looking on paper, how everything's coming together, with the veterans and the young guys on this team, the coaching staff revamped a bit. They got to win a Super Bowl. Obviously, that's an every season thing, and we know how that should go, but they've gotten so close, and things have looked great in the regular season, but then the playoffs come and things falter. This has to be the year. This has to be the year they win the Super Bowl, because, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, because everything's already been said about this team. We know this team's good. This team has gotten better in the passing game. The secondary, according to a lot of media and fans and so on, is the best in the NFL overall. So there's no excuses. Not that there's ever been excuses, but this year with a team arguably on paper being the best it's probably ever been, they got to win a Super Bowl. For the love of God, they got to win.